We're going to look at Chapter 6, titled, You Want to Do This Full-Time, Start a Real Estate Business. Up until this point, the first 5 chapters, we've been looking at acquiring or selling actual real estate. In this chapter, we look at starting a business to work in some sort of real estate field. So whether that's construction, sales and buying, property management, development, but looking at doing full-time real estate. Really, the intent here is twofold. The first, to start generating some ordinary income via fees and other income from your real estate business. And the second aspect is related to a tax benefit called the real estate professional designation. And what that allows you to do, if you have passive losses from your rental properties, typically you're limited in how those can offset your ordinary income. With the real estate professional designation, it allows you to recharacterize those losses to offset against your ordinary income. So W-2 wages for a spouse or your own real estate business income. So with enough losses, passive that is, this has a tremendous benefit to minimize your tax bill. First thing I look at is potential business structures. And I always say, talk to a local attorney, but this gives an overview of common business structures used to start a real estate business, and then looking at each in terms of ease of formation, the tax treatment, personal liability associated, and the level of control you as an owner have. The next thing I look at, and this applies to any field, but how to actually project a business operating budget. So you have a business, at least an idea in mind. What are you projecting your year one income or revenues, your operating expenses, your cash outlays, and that ultimately leads to projected operating income, so profit or loss, and then the net cash inflows or outflows, where if you have a negative outflow, you have to think, okay, how am I going to capitalize or fund this business? From a modeling perspective, that's what we're looking at in Chapter 6. What I really dive into is the considerations for how to establish a real estate business, and then per the Internal Revenue Code, how to qualify as a real estate professional and get those potential tax benefits. So thanks again for the support. Look forward to hearing from you.